Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this new video. So I set up this video completely different. I don't know if the setup's good. I have no idea if the lighting is good. If it's not, I'm so sorry. Today, I will be doing a reading vlog, and I always do these videos. Like, I make so many reading vlogs. I just love doing it, but I usually just do like a week of reading with me. But today I'll be reading one book and focusing on that book only. Today, I'll be reading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This is just such a popular book, probably the most popular book in 2023. And I have not read this book yet, and I know it's like a huge mistake. I just knew I had to make like a whole separate video for this book because, like I said, this book is so popular, so I thought I would dedicate a whole video to it. It is gonna be spoiler free, so if you have read this, you can watch it. If you haven't read it, you can still watch the video. You probably have heard of this book if you're even watching this video right now, but if you don't know what it's about, I'm pretty sure it takes place at like a college for dragon riders, or like people who are becoming dragon riders, and then there's like a war going on. I don't know much more. I know our main character is a girl named Violet, love that name, and she was not supposed to become dragon rider, but suddenly her mom changed her mind or something. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love like fantasy that takes place at like a college sort of, so I think that's gonna be really fun. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say. Let's get reading this book. I'm so excited to start it. Hey guys, so I have read just a few pages, but from what I understand so far, her mom is like one of the generals at the school. Basically, Violet was always raised to be something called a scribe. I don't really understand what that is today. The past 6 months, she started training to become a dragon rider because her mom wanted her to be one. I'm pretty sure that like people are training their whole life to become a dragon rider. Yeah, the dragon riders are kind of like the elites. I feel like so far they explained like everything really nicely. It doesn't start off just with a lot of world building and a lot of characters. I mean, I'm only like 5 pages in, so who knows. I feel like it's pretty easy to understand, so. Morning, so I look very tired. Last night I read till page 103, so I'm about 20% through. Now I can definitely feel that we are now starting to get into a little more of the story. A thing that I really like is that the characters are introduced to us very slowly throughout like the first 50-60 pages, so we don't get like 10 character names at a time. As soon as you learn about one character, you learn about a new one, so it's very easy to remember the characters and what each of them looks like, which usually is a huge problem for me. Violet has now like started the classes, if you could call it that. I figured that because Violet has been training for a scribe her whole life, she's actually really smart. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I love a smart girl. Like, if they're smart and cunning, give it to me. And she also uses some sort of like poison things in this book, which Jude also did in The Cruel Prince, and I love that whole cunning. Yeah, I really like Violet so far. I really love her. I also started tapping the book a little bit. I just have like 3 taps in here, but we also had an encounter with Satan so far. We have kind of been watching him from afar, but we had an encounter between Satan and Violet, and let me tell you, the tension, it was through the roof. Like, it's been such a long time since I've had like a good old tension, like probably from like Shadow and Bone, the first book. It's like high stakes, a lot of people are dying at this college, so that's also very interesting. This books just have a lot of things that I love. We haven't heard that much about the dragons. We have started to learn a little bit about the different types of dragons, but we haven't met any yet. It's gonna happen at something called the threshing, I think that's how you pronounce it, where basically the surviving cadets at the time are gonna go and like see if they're gonna bond with the dragon. There are like 100 dragons, and the dragons choose a person to bond with, and I'm so excited to read about that part. I'm really excited to get into more of the dragon part, just because that's something I've never read about before. And yeah, in general, I'm really enjoying this book. It's like nothing I've ever read before. I think it's so interesting. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it right now. The first 100 pages, love, absolutely love it. Hey guys, I have not read that much. I'm on page 264, so I'm a little over halfway with the book. It's taking me so long to read this. I really enjoyed the beginning of the book. Like the first 120 pages were really good. Then it started to slow down a little bit for me, and now it's just a little boring. I will say I don't know much to say. I have been wanting to film an update for a few days now, but I just have not known what to really say about it, because I feel like it's a little boring, but why, I don't know. I haven't had a like wow factor in quite a while now, and I'm missing some feeling. Like, also in the beginning of the video I said that the characters were introduced to us very slowly, and you really got to like know the characters before you got introduced to new characters. Well, I changed my mind about that. There were so many characters in this book, and honestly, I cannot remember who is who. I do remember some people very vividly. Other people, have no idea who they are. I have no idea what they look like. Have no idea if we like them in the beginning of the book or not. There are quite a lot of people who do not like our protagonist because of her mom. Suddenly, we got introduced to a lot of names, but not much into the character, because a lot of them, let's just say, died, because this college is very dangerous and a lot of people die. Like, let me tell you, a lot of people die here. I'm hoping we'll get a little more action in the second part of the book, a little more where we're on the edge, because the things that has been happening up until this point, we've kind of known what's gonna happen. It's falling a little flat, but I still enjoy it, and it's a good book still. Like, I want to continue it, I want to finish it. I'm just wanting a little more of something. Hey guys, it is the next day, and I have been reading both yesterday and a little bit today. It's only 2 o'clock, so probably getting a lot more reading, but I'm currently on page 363, chapter 29. I will say, I feel like the book started picking up a bit again last night. What did it for me? I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I can't figure out if it's the book or if it's my attention span. I feel like that the reason I didn't like some of the middle of the book was because we were still kind of in the beginning. Violet still had to kind of like find her place and everything, and there were all these like trials and different things, but we kind of knew what was going to happen. We wasn't wondering about really anything. I felt like I wasn't really engaging with the book. I was just reading about what was happening. But last night I felt like more things were happening where, you know, I would engage with the book, and I'm starting to enjoy it a little bit more. I wish I could finish it today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. The tension is definitely brewing. Also, guys, I'm really sick right now. I've catched a cold, so anyways, I guess that's my little update. So I'll update you guys again a little later when I'm nearing the end of the book, I think. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen in the last 130 pages, because I have no idea where the book is taking us, just because I feel like there isn't like any like plot, or there is a plot, but it's not like that the book is leading up to something at the end, or that we're trying to figure something out. We're just more following Violet in her life. And I mean, I'm having a great time, but it's kind of fun because I never know what's gonna like happen, just because, like I said, it's not really building up to something necessarily. It's just kind of taking us along on the ride. Hey guys, I am now on page 446. I have 50 pages left, and I'm about to finish Fourth Wing, and I'm so excited. My jaw is literally on the floor, and I don't know what to say, so I need to keep reading. So let's continue right this second. I cannot, like, okay, just read.
wearing the same clothes as yesterday. Hey guys, I finished Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and this has been an absolute roller coaster and I have no idea what to say right now. I rate books very much off of the vibes that I get while reading it. At some point, I was like, this is a 4-star. Then in the middle of the book, I was like, maybe a 3. Then at some point, I even thought about if it was a 5-star, but I think I've ended up rating this book a 4-star. I think that's very fitting. I was enjoying myself for the most part. There was a little bit at the ending where there was a scene that was a little long. I don't want to say it because I feel like it doesn't spoil anything, but I feel like I've said pretty much all my thoughts throughout this video, what I think about this book. There's so many good things in it. The characters, I kind of got my heart broken at the end. And the last 5 sentences, what was that? What was that? Like, seriously, I was in shock. My jaw was on the freaking floor. Rebecca Yarros, you are insane. You're insane. Even though I kind of had foreseen it, but then I wasn't expecting it to just happen suddenly in the 5 last sentences. What a way to end a book. Let me just say that. If you haven't known about this book, you're probably thinking, what is going on? Just read the book and figure it out for yourself. I'm definitely gonna read Iron Flame. I've heard a lot of people do get in a reading slump from that book because it's suddenly very political, where this is it is kind of high stakes because a lot of people dies, but it's still pretty chill. You're just following Violet at this Dragon Rider college. There's some tension, there's enemies, there's a bit of love, there's good friends, and there's also excitement. Yeah, there's a lot of things, but it's not that dramatic, the first book, if that makes sense? I don't know. Whereas this was a very good beginning to a series. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. This book really sets up for the rest of the series to become a real fantasy series. Like, now we're getting there. I really did enjoy the book, and I think a 4-star is really fitting. I completely understand the people who gives it 5 stars. I can definitely see why. Personally, for me, it didn't give me the 5-star vibes long enough. I will also say though that the ending, I kind of had foreseen it, but I think a lot of people has. What's supposed to be the plot twist is a very usual plot twist in fantasy books, if that makes sense. So I had kind of foreseen it throughout the entire book. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was me trying to just only review one book in a video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and please subscribe to my channel. That would make me so happy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!